What's up, Internet? My name is Michael Cook, this is Blue Giant Media, and we're here to connect through gaming. Today we're going to take a look at Point Salad by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Shawn Stankewich, published by AEG Games. We're going to go ahead and set the game up in real time to get a feel for how long it actually takes and how involved it might be, and so you can possibly step along with me. And we're going to then go through several rounds of play and get a feel for the overall flow of the game. So, without further ado, let's ready, set, play. Alright, Point Salad is a game for 2 to 6 players, plays pretty quick, and a lot of people compare it to Sushi Go because it is kind of a drafting game, but it's not exactly the same. Sushi Go, if you're not aware, is a very popular game where you're going to be picking a cute sushi and keeping it and then passing the rest of the cards. It's a really good gateway game, entry-level game, which this is as well. So what you're going to be doing to set this game up, and I'm going to go ahead and set the game up for 2, and as you can see, I've got all the different ingredients here sorted out. So here's all the peppers, here's all the carrots, here's all the tomatoes. So what you're going to do is you're going to get basically 3 cards per player. So the rules say, if there's 2 players, you're going to grab 6, but it goes on to say, like, if you're going to play with 5 players, remove a certain amount, because it's 2 ways of saying the same thing. You could say add X number of cards, you could say remove X number of cards, and depending on how you do it, it's the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and grab 6 of each card. And these are different because on the back of them you can see there's some different ways to score. So we're just going to randomly be grabbing 6 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give these a quick cut just to make it random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to go ahead and take all that's here, and we're going to mix all of them up. I tend to like the overhand shuffle because I'm not a big fan of sleeves, and this helps the cards last longer. But obviously you can shuffle however it is that you want. Doing it this way does tend to take a little bit longer, but it's my preference, and that's just what I'm doing right now. All right, so once you're done, you're going to go ahead and deal out 6 cards face up. And then you're going to take the stack and you're going to try and break it into roughly equal thirds. I do like the fact that it doesn't make it like, oh, it's got to be exact. It makes it up a little bit quicker that way. So then what you're going to be doing on your turn is either drawing 2 of the face-up ingredient cards or drawing 1 of the face-down cards, because on the back is how you're going to score points. So like this one says, if you were to draw it and keep it face down, this says if you have the fewest onions at the end of the game, you will get 7 points. Most points at the end of the game is going to be the winner, but the way that you get points is entirely dependent on what cards you choose. So what I could do in my first turn, I could try and choose these 2 onions, knowing that that's going to come out, because if I were to choose these 2 onions, then these 2 cards will then flip to fill those spaces. And you can see on each of these, like you can see that's got a tomato on it, this goes on the other side, it's a tomato. All right, one other thing you can do, let's say over here this player draws this one face down, and they know that they want to get a bunch of lettuce. So then over here, maybe I decide I'm going to be mean and take that lettuce. There's a lot of things that I could do. Maybe that's not the smartest thing, but maybe I do something like that. I'm going to go ahead and take that lettuce, and I'll take, let's see, I'll just grab a tomato, what the heck. All right, then these come out. Then on this player's turn, what they could do is grab these 2 peppers, and once per turn, you can choose 1 of your face down cards, and you can choose to flip it face up. So maybe I've decided, hey, there's no way I'm going to get enough lettuce to actually make that worthwhile. So you know what? Forget it. I'm going to flip it over and just go for more peppers. So you have that as an option. It's especially helpful when sometimes you'll see some of these cards are going to have minus points. Maybe I end up getting stuck with a whole bunch of carrots and lettuce because there's another card out there that gave me so many positive points for them. So maybe at that point I might say, well, I don't want this anymore because it's actually going to end up negative for me. I'll go ahead and take that, and I can flip it over, and now it's no longer going to be negative for me. So that's where that comes in. All right, and you're gonna be going back and forth like this until all of the cards have been claimed. So let's see, maybe over here, this player's gonna start looking 5 points for each missing veggie type. So that's gonna reward me for not getting certain kinds of veggies. Why don't I go for that and just see how that shakes out for me? Then over here, this player's got a whole bunch of bell peppers, so maybe they decide they want to get bell peppers for, make their bell peppers worth points. One of the things that I think that I have seen is that getting a bunch of the point cards and then building to it is better than getting a bunch of, ingredients and then hoping to see cards that come out that benefit you. That's just what I feel like I have seen. I don't know if that's going to be what's best, but like I said, that's just my inkling. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Over here, this player, they want, let's see, tomatoes. They do have onions, so that's gonna give them minus. So maybe at this point they decide they're gonna grab a couple tomatoes in hopes of getting this lettuce. Over here, this player likes carrots quite a bit. They're worth 2 points each to them, so maybe they go ahead and grab some carrots. Then I'm over here, I can make this worth more points by grabbing some couple lettuce. Now this is gonna score a couple times. Then, let's see, over here, they want to make their bell peppers worth 3 points each, definitely. So they'll go ahead and grab that. And over here, let's see, most total veggies. I can look over here and they've got 5 and I've got 8. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that because I think that I can get 10 points off of that. Then this player is gonna grab one of these because they're worth a good amount to them. And then I guess a tomato because it's worth something to them at least. Now, whenever a pile gets empty, you choose whichever pile is biggest and you split it roughly in half and even it out. That way you can keep on going until everything ends up getting filled. Simple. And let's see, now we're gonna go ahead and grab these and keep on building on that and trying to maintain that. Okay. And over here, ooh, they definitely would like this. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Over here, maybe we see those carrots, but we don't wanna take that carrot because it's gonna do that. It's gonna, basically each ingredient that we take that's not actually doing something beneficial for us is costing us points. So it's actually costing us right now, like these onions aren't doing anything for us, but if we grab this, it's gonna be worth 3 points per veggie type with at least 2, which that's gonna be 6 points for us. Not too bad, so we'll go ahead and grab it. This player, oh, that's so tempting. I think we'll go ahead and grab that because we've got some carrots and we're hoping to get more. So now we'll go ahead and break that off again. Come over here. Now, what do we want over here? So you can see it's pretty fun. Things they move pretty quickly. I think I'll get these. Then this player's for sure gonna grab a couple carrots. They definitely want those. All right, then it comes over to me. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to be getting points that I don't want to get. I can kind of see my opponent wanting to take these, so I feel like if I grab this, the cabbage that I gained is going to screw with that, but there's not really anything else I can do about that. Then over here, this player would grab those because they are worth more to them, and then I would go ahead and take those useless cabbage. All right, so now that everything has been taken, then we're gonna move on to scoring things. And when you score things, you're going to score each individual card, and the ingredients can get scored for multiple different cards. So this one just says most total veggies, so you're gonna look at the total number of them. This one tells you to look at pairs of tomatoes and lettuce. So even though these have already been counted for most total veggies, you're gonna count them again. Likewise over here, you're gonna count the carrots and bell peppers for both this card and this card. You don't have to choose like, okay, well these ones are gonna get scored with that one, but overages are gonna get scored here. You don't have to worry about splitting that up. Everything is going to be scored for every card. So this player has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ingredients. This player's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they will get the 10 points for that. 5 points for each of those sets. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 25 points. This one, we have 2 veggie types that we don't have, the bell peppers and the carrots. So that's gonna be worth an additional 10. And then we have 4 ingredients that we have at least 2 of, so that's gonna be 12 more points. So we've got 10, 10, 25, that's 45 plus 12 is 67? No, 57. Woo, math. 10, 10, 45, 57. Yes. All right, then we're going to come over here. And there's some pretty good stuff happening over here. I think that this player's ended up with some pretty good stuff. So, carrots. Carrots are, in essence, going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. That's going to be 20 points. Bell peppers are going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 20 points. That's 40 points already. This is worth 1 point. So we've counted all of these, and we've come to 41 with those. Then we have 5 sets of these, and that is going to be an additional 25, so that is 66 points. So this player will have won. At this point, you can go ahead and say, hey, that was a fun game, let's move on, or let's play another round of this and call each individual one a game, or you could keep total and say, all right, running total for this character or player is 57 and for this player is 66, and then you can play deal out some of these cards that you didn't see that have different ways to score on the backs and play through those. And if you're playing 2 players, you can play the whole game through 3 times to go through the whole deck, and then maybe at the end of 3 games see who has the most points at the end of that, rather than just play 1 round. Because as you can see, that went really quickly. Instead of just a little run through, we ran through the whole game. So that is how you play Point Salad. Now you should have a pretty good idea of how to set up and play through Point Salad by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Shawn Stankewich, published by AEG. If you want to know more about Point Salad, take a look in the description section where you can find my unboxing as well as my overview and review of Point Salad, as well as a link to macronovagames.com where you can buy Point Salad and hundreds of other great games. Until next time, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see, and let me know in the comment section below if you have any feedback, questions, corrections, any of that good stuff. And as always, have a wonderful day.